Hey everyone, Blake here, which means it's Thursday, so it's time for another video. Today's topic is being out at school and not being out at home, or being out in both places, etc., etc. So I'm just gonna mention a little bit about my situation. I am 100% out at school. It took a year for me to come out at school. I was in the closet about my gender identity for basically my whole first year, and I started to accept my gender identity and come out as genderqueer near the middle or end of my sophomore year of college. At home, I am not out as anything gender variant. People just know that I am a lesbian, or they think that I'm a lesbian. That is including my family. My sister is the only person that I have officially when it comes to my family told about my gender identity and explained my gender identity to. Some of my close friends from high school are aware of my gender identity. But for the most part, the people at home, high school, old teachers, neighbors, family members, everyone is not aware of my gender identity. And they're not aware that I prefer male pronouns. They're not aware of why I go by the name Blake, if they're even aware that I go by the name Blake. I guess you would say I'm definitely not out at home. But I'd also like to say that I'm not really in the closet at home, in that when I have friends that come to visit me from college, I do not tell them to change anything about the way they treat me. So if I have a friend visiting me from my college and they're going to my house, they're going to see me at home, I wouldn't tell them to not use male pronouns. I would not tell them not to call me Blake. Those are things that I will not have people change. So I guess some people would argue that I am in the closet, but I'd like to think that I'm open enough with the way I see myself to say that I'm not in the closet. But I definitely have not come out as genderqueer or trans to basically all of my home environment and all of my people at home. How do I see my situation? I see what I'm doing as a very necessary thing. I am dependent on my parents for a lot of things, and I'm not in the place to take over what they're doing for me and do it myself. And that means pay for college and pay for other things. Basically, it's really a monetary thing now. But I do think what I'm doing and the position I put myself in, while uncomfortable, while stifling, while a horrible situation, and I do hate it, and while I don't dislike it, I do think it is necessary, and it was necessary definitely in the past year or so. To people that are trying to decide if they're going to be out at home just like they're out in college, or if they're going to be out in college just like they're out at home, or whatever, as Hunter said, who, congratulations on just starting T, sorry, but yeah, as Hunter said, it's very important to gauge your situation and gauge your safety. And I think we're all capable of knowing if we're safe enough to give up certain pieces of information about our personal identities and selves. I think that when you decide to come out in any situation, you should always think about it carefully, and make sure, and at least try to make sure that you're not doing it rashly, and make sure that you've thought about it well enough. I don't think there's anything wrong with being in the closet at home in order to ensure that you have some type of support system. So Blake, why haven't you come out to the rest of your family if they're not the ones paying for school? I have this level of respect that I have for my parents, where I don't think it would be fair to come out to the rest of my family, my sister excluded from that grouping. I don't think it'd be fair to come out to them without telling my parents first. I would really like to come out to my parents before coming out to any other member of my family. And if I came out to people at home, in my town, and from my high school, my parents would find out. So basically, that's mostly why it's a secret, I guess, from everyone, is because I'd like to tell my parents first. Now, this like thing with telling my parents, and the reason why I haven't told them, as time goes on, I'm getting more and more impatient about starting testosterone and changing my name and getting surgeries and things of that nature. And I can't do any of that unless unless I come out to my parents. So I might not be able to wait until I graduate from college, which will be in 2013. I think I am growing very, very impatient, or I know I am growing very, very impatient. So I unfortunately think it's only a matter of time, and that time will probably be before I get my diploma. Seriously, I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of if you decide to stay in the closet when you're at home, because I don't think anyone would choose to hide such a very important part of themselves if they didn't think it was necessary. And I have respect for anyone who is capable of holding, I guess, that double life for 4 straight years, which I know has happened. I'm not saying I commend, but I definitely respect you, and I'm very proud of people who were capable of staying strong for so long. I don't know if I can. I've made it halfway though. So that's basically all I have for today. If you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to post on our Tumblr or our Facebook, or just right below right here. Send us messages, email us, whatever you want to do. We're also still looking for people to audition for permanent places and as subs. So please, please, if you're interested at all, just make a quick video, let us know about yourself, tell us why you'd be a good fit, and we'll get back to you. So thank you a ton, and I hope you have an enjoyable rest of the week. Bye.